Hello, dear uncles, aunts, brothers, sisters, and also the sons and daughters who may be listening together with your parents. Today, I want to sit with you like a family doctor, speaking slowly, simply, without scaring anyone, but telling the truth. Our topic is stroke after age 60, and right from the start, I want to emphasize one most important thing. The thing I want you to remember throughout this talk, the first hour after waking up, is the time when stroke risk is highest for people over 60. If you understand this correctly and do the right things during that window, you can greatly reduce your risk. This is not something far away. It is in your morning routine every single day. Why do I say mornings are dangerous? Imagine this: after 6-8 hours of sleep, your body is mildly dehydrated. You still breathe. You still lose water through your skin and breath, but you don't drink to replace it. Your blood becomes a bit thicker and flows a bit more slowly. At the same time, when you wake up, your body naturally switches from rest mode to active mode. Your heart beats faster, your blood vessels tighten slightly, and your blood pressure rises according to your biological rhythm. Young people have flexible vessels, so they usually handle this well, but after 60, blood vessels are stiffer and may already have small atherosclerotic plaques. When your blood is a bit thicker and your pressure is rising, that is when your vessels and brain face the greatest strain. That's why morning is the time when a stroke is most likely to break out if risk factors are already present. I know the word stroke can make people feel afraid. I understand that. But fear alone doesn't protect you. What protects you is understanding, noticing early signs, and changing the right habits. And please believe me, stroke is not an unavoidable fate. I have met many people in their 70s, 80s, even 90s who are still sharp and living happily because they learned to protect themselves with very small, consistent actions. Now let's talk about what many people overlook most: the early warning signs of a stroke. Many of you think a stroke must mean a twisted mouth, paralyzed arms or legs, collapsing unconscious. Yes, those are clear signs, but before it gets that severe, the body often gives very subtle, quiet signals. It's like a heavy storm before it pours down. There are gentle winds and dark clouds. Those who notice early can close the windows and take shelter. Those who don't are caught off guard. The first early sign I want you to remember is unusual clumsiness. I stress the word unusual. Aging can make movements slower, but that happens gradually, not suddenly. For example, today you hold a cup and your hand slips. You keep dropping food while eating. You suddenly struggle to button your shirt. Your handwriting becomes noticeably worse overnight, or your hand trembles in a new way. If this happens suddenly, feels different from the past few days, or repeats several times within a short period, you must take it as a serious signal. The second sign is mild loss of coordination. You suddenly feel unsteady walking around the house. You miss a step. You feel like your legs or arms are not as obedient for a few minutes. Some people notice that their hands don't move smoothly and they fumble with tasks they normally do easily. I'm telling you honestly, many people have had a minor stroke and the only symptom was this. They assumed they were tired or not fully awake, but it may be the brain receiving too little blood for a short time. The third sign is a light brain fog. You are talking and suddenly forget a very simple word. Your speech becomes slower, or you respond unusually slowly when others speak to you. Some describe it as a thin cloud in my head. Others say I feel dazed even though I've been awake for a while. If this comes on suddenly and is unlike your normal state, do not dismiss it. The fourth sign is tingling, pins and needles, or weakness on one side of the body, even if it lasts only briefly. For instance, you are sitting and suddenly feel numbness on half your face or arm, or your hand feels strangely weak and doesn't grip well. Some say, I can still move it, but it feels weaker. Yes, you may still move it, but sudden weakness is dangerous. The fifth sign is blurred vision, double vision, or a sudden severe loss of balance. Some people are fine and then one eye becomes blurry as if a veil dropped. Or they suddenly feel a spinning dizziness unlike their usual light dizziness. Many mistake this for vertigo or low blood pressure and just lie down. But if it appears suddenly and feels different from normal, you must think stroke first, to make it easy to remember. The whole world uses a simple formula: fast. Treat fast as your key to saving the brain. F is face. Look in a mirror and smile. Does your mouth droop? Does one side feel numb? A is arm. Raise both arms forward. Does one arm feel weak or drift downward? S is speech. Say a simple sentence. Do you slur, struggle to speak, or fail to understand others? T is time if any sign appears. Do not wait. Call emergency services immediately. Time is brain. Every minute that passes reduces your chance of recovery. I emphasize this because it's where many people slip. They feel a mild symptom and say, maybe I'm just tired. I'll sleep a bit and it will pass. I'll wait for my child to come home, but stroke does not wait. The golden window to save the brain is often only a few hours. The earlier you arrive at the hospital, the better your recovery. Now, I want you to understand a concept so you don't become careless a minor stroke or transient ischemic attack, TIA. If you once felt numbness on one side for a few minutes and it went away, or you spoke slightly slurred then recovered, or you felt unsteady then became normal again, you might think, lucky me, it's gone. But for doctors, this is an alarm bell. It is the brain warning that a vessel is about to block or rupture if ignored. A major stroke may arrive very soon, sometimes the same day or within days. So even if symptoms go away, you should still seek medical evaluation quickly. Remember, feeling better does not mean you are safe. That is about warning signs. Now, let's return to the backbone of this talk, prevention, especially in the morning. I will be very specific. This is general guidance, and anyone with medical conditions should still follow your own doctor's instructions. The first morning rule is drink water before anything else. Don't wait until you feel thirsty. Many older adults don't feel thirst clearly and forget to drink, but you are still dehydrated after sleep. Place a warm glass of water by your bed. As soon as you open your eyes, drink it about 150-250 milliliters. Warm water is gentler on the stomach. Only after that should you do other tasks. Just that one glass helps thin the blood, eases the heart's work, and delivers steadier blood flow to the brain. The second rule is get up slowly, do not spring up. You've heard this many times, but please don't treat it as a small thing. After 60, the body adjusts blood pressure with posture changes more slowly. If you jump up quickly, some people get a blood pressure spike, others get a sudden drop. Both are dangerous for the brain. The right way is the 3-step safety move. Step 1, lie still and breathe slowly for 30-60 seconds. Step 2, sit up gently. Place your feet on the floor, rotate your wrists and ankles, rub your face lightly. Take a few deep breaths for about a minute. Step 3, stand up slowly and, if needed, hold the bed or a table lightly. These steps take only 2-3 minutes, but they act like a safety brake for your blood vessels in the morning. The third rule is avoid stress and heavy work in the first 60-90 minutes. Many people wake up and rush into activity, lifting heavy buckets, cleaning quickly, running errands, or opening the phone and getting upset by the news. Remember, morning blood pressure is already rising naturally. If you add stress and urgency, it rises even more. So give yourself a calm cushion, breathe deeply. Look at morning light. Listen to gentle music, or simply sit quietly while drinking water. That is not laziness, that is brain protection. The fourth rule is, do light movement after your body has warmed up. I'm not asking for intense exercise. Just walk gently round the house, stretch the neck and shoulders, flex and extend your arms and legs, and take deep breaths for 3-5 minutes. Light movement improves circulation, stabilizes blood pressure, and feeds the brain better. People who do this regularly often feel clearer and steadier. So, in the morning, remember 3 words: water, slow, gentle, drink water first, get up slowly, do everything gently, without rushing or stress. If you follow these 3 things, you greatly increase your brain's safety during the most sensitive time of day. But stroke prevention is not only a morning matter. Morning is when risk flares up. The roots lie in long-term factors. I want you to see the whole picture so you can prevent stroke at the source. The first long-term principle is controlling blood pressure. This is the king of stroke prevention. Most strokes are linked to high blood pressure. Some people measure normal values at the clinic, but at home, especially in the morning, their pressure runs high. If possible, measure your blood pressure at home, especially in the morning after sitting quietly for a few minutes, and record it. If your doctor has prescribed blood pressure medication, Take it regularly as directed. Never stop it on your own when you feel better. Your stable pressure comes from the medicine and habits, not from luck. The second long-term principle is controlling blood sugar and blood lipids. Diabetes and high bad cholesterol accelerate atherosclerosis, build plaque, and increase the risk of brain vessel blockage. You don't need extreme dieting. Just follow the right direction. Eat less salt, reduce sweets and fried foods, increase vegetables, fish, beans, nuts, and fruit. Drink enough water and eat on schedule with steady persistence. Your blood vessels become younger. The third long-term principle is screening for heart disease, especially atrial fibrillation. Atrial fibrillation can produce clots in the heart that travel to the brain and cause stroke. Many older adults have AF without knowing because it may not hurt. They only feel occasional palpitations, fatigue, or a fluttering heartbeat. So regular checkups matter if AF is diagnosed. Whether you need blood thinners must be decided with your doctor, never on your own. The fourth long-term principle is not smoking and limiting alcohol. Smoking damages vessel walls quickly, increases plaque, and clearly raises stroke risk. Heavy drinking makes blood pressure unstable and can disturb heart rhythm. I know quitting is hard, but every day you reduce or quit is a day you protect your brain. If you can't quit completely yet, reduce gradually. Don't blame yourself, just keep moving forward. The fifth long-term principle is regular movement, enough sleep, and a steady mind. You don't need to run or lift weights. Gentle daily walking, breathing exercises, light yoga, a slow bicycle ride, gardening, any activity that fits your strength is valuable. Exercise makes vessels more flexible, stabilizes pressure, improves blood sugar, and lifts mood. Good sleep regulates your biological rhythm and reduces pressure swings. A calm mind prevents the heart and vessels from surging up and down due to anxiety or anger. Let me pause for a moment on mental health. Many older adults live with worry, irritation, and quick anger. I understand aging brings many frustrations, but remember, every time you stay angry or anxious for long, your blood pressure moves like strong waves. The stronger the wave, the more tired your vessels become. So one of the best gifts you can give your brain is calmness and gentleness. Not forced happiness, just less tension, less rushing. When you open your eyes in the morning, take a deep breath, meet the light, and say softly to yourself, "Today I will move slowly but steadily." That alone makes your day safer. Now I want to add something practical. Some of you may do everything right and still feel worried. You ask, "Doctor, I'm still afraid of having a stroke." Fear is normal, but turn fear into action. Every day you keep one good habit, you are turning fear into strength, and strength accumulates day by day. I also want to speak to the sons and daughters listening. Sometimes parents don't listen to a distant doctor, but they will listen to their child. You can help in small ways. Place a warm glass of water by your parents' bed. Remind them to get up slowly, walk with them, and watch for unusual signs. Don't scare them. Just say gently, "Mom, Dad," if you ever feel numbness, slurred speech, or weakness even for a few minutes. Tell me immediately. Many strokes are saved early because children notice quickly. Let me share a short story from the hospital. A 67-year-old man was generally healthy, with mild hypertension. One morning he woke early, did not drink water, sprang up quickly, and carried a heavy bucket to water plants. He felt a bit dizzy, and his right hand became clumsy, slipping off the hose. He thought, "Maybe I'm tired," and sat down. 10 minutes later his mouth started to droop and his speech became difficult. Luckily his daughter heard something strange, ran out, did fast, saw the warning signs, and called emergency services immediately. He reached the hospital early and received timely treatment. After a few weeks of rehab, he walked normally again. When he came back for follow-up, he said, "Doctor, now I'm careful. Every morning I drink water and get up slowly." I told him, "You don't need to fear anymore. You've learned the key. I share this not to scare you, but to show you recognizing early signs and acting fast saves the brain." Now, I want you to ask yourself honestly, what is your morning like right now? Do you often spring up quickly? Do you skip that first glass of water? Do you rush into chores right away? If yes, don't blame yourself. Just start changing tomorrow. Any habit can be changed if we truly want to protect our future. Let me guide you through a simple, safe morning routine. Tonight, before sleep, place a warm glass of water by your bed. Tomorrow, when you open your eyes, lie still and breathe for a few seconds, then sit up slowly and drink the water. Sit another minute, rotate your wrists and ankles, stretch gently, stand up slowly, go to the bathroom, wash your face. After that, walk gently around the house, stretch your shoulders and neck, breathe deeply. Only then begin your day. If you enjoy coffee, wait until after breakfast or after light movement. That's a full brain protection sequence that takes only a few minutes. You see, stroke prevention doesn't depend on a miracle pill. It depends on those first minutes of the day and the long-term habits you control. Let me repeat the most important points as a final message. First, stroke often has quiet early signs: unusual clumsiness, mild loss of coordination, brain fog, numbness or weakness on one side, sudden blurred vision or loss of balance. Second, remember fast face droop, arm weakness, speech trouble, and time is brain call emergency services immediately when signs appear. Third, never be careless with a minor stroke TIA even if symptoms disappear. Get checked early. Fourth, morning is the danger window. Drink water first. Get up slowly in 3 steps. Avoid stress and heavy work early. And do light movement. Fifth, long-term prevention starts with controlling blood pressure, sugar, lipids, and heart rhythm, quitting smoking, eating healthy, moving regularly, and sleeping well. Dear uncles and aunts, every morning is a fork in the road. One path is old habits that raise risk. The other path is new habits that protect your brain. Which path you choose is up to you, and that choice, repeated every day, will shape your brain health for the next 5-10 years. I believe you can do this because it is not difficult. It is simply the right thing. Thank you for listening. I wish you a peaceful, steady, healthy morning tomorrow.